Hello guys, this is a quick stocking filler video. By stocking filler, what I mean is one of the shortest videos I've done in a very long time. But yeah, I've been at this location quite a few times in my videos, so those that follow me will know very much well where I am. The Devil's Beef Tub at Moffat in Dumfries and Galloway. Last weekend, well, in this video, first I'll tell you what I'm going to be kind of, can you hear me? Kind of talking about. I'm just going to kind of briefly go over I'm going to go over the next 3 videos. 2 of them I've had premiered for quite a long time now that I've not released. The next 3 videos that are coming out, basically, just to give you a little sneak peek of what's to come. Last week will be the last one on the thread, out of the 3 from now that are up to show, with the dates on them as premiere. And last weekend was probably one of the hardest summit camps I've done in the time I've had the injuries. None of my injuries actually bothered me, but unfortunately, and I think it's because I had bashed my right hip the week before I'd fallen off my bed quite badly. I must have been compensating differently, and my good knee ended up getting an MCL grade 1 sprain, which I'm now 7 days in with, so that's why I've chose this, because actually I was trying to force myself not to go out tonight, but it's been such a lovely day, and yeah, I slept 5 hours today even though I didn't need to. I just need to get out, so I'll continue this. I'm not going to faff too much in this video, I say that now, but yeah, I'll meet you on the way. So let's go. Yeah, so I just wanted to get out for me, really, just some solitude. As I said, recap, I've got a little sprain, takes 1 to 3 weeks. It's not bothered me for 3 days, but I really should leave it another. I might not even go out next weekend. It's killing me though, because the weather's so good. Just want to be careful. Just because the steep pool overstretched the MCL ligament slightly, and I might have been walking slightly differently from my hip, and it was quite a steep path, this pool, but luckily I didn't end up with anything. Like the current injuries that I'm kind of getting better from, still got them. They do bug me from time to time, but I still can't run. I'm just saying this for you guys that just started watching me, basically. I had Achilles tendinosis, quadricep tendinosis caused by that, and a hip impingement. And in that order they are healing. In that order they happened. So, but I can't run yet, but I'm back to summit camping, so things are getting better. Considering a year and a bit ago I couldn't walk past a mile, so yeah. So my pack's weighing about maybe 7 kilograms, and I have the Bobcat Ultra today, and it might be a bit of a chatty video because, as I said, I'm going to talk a bit about my releases that are to come, kind of like a little mini update of what I've been up to, also maybe on the van too, how it's progressing, and if you want to check those videos out, I'll put little links up in the corner, which you can only see if you're viewing it, I think, on your phone or on your laptop or computer, not on the TV. So just go on my channel and you'll find them. We've got an hour till sunset right now, so I don't want to miss it. Plenty of coffee, plenty of hot chocolate, an unhealthy pot noodle for dinner, and I've got a book to read, so yeah, it'll be a chill night really. So that's the pass there for the car. You're only an 8-minute walk from the camp. Yeah, quite an easy one. It is a Saturday night. You never get let down with this camp for solitude and for injured folk. Beginner, really good for beginners. Quite high too, above a 500 metre. It's a good one always. Never lets me down for sunset or sunrise. A couple of people have invited me out just this last week. One person, Noy Dart. Now Noy Dart isn't my agenda this year. It's my favourite mountain range in Scotland. It's just kind of above Malay on the west coast. I've had some of my best camps up there, but I've not been for a while because it's, and fishy fields too, both of them, because they require a lot of walking. I was invited there. Could have done that one because I think it was about 3-4 miles from the campsite, the walk. Seen the pictures, been seeing pictures all week. Pretty jealous of everyone's posts. But I'll do it in the future. It's not the end of the world. They don't get out when I get out, so that's the way to look at it. Yeah, but such a lovely night. And I like how there's a little bit, just a little bit of a breeze. A little bit of a breeze. And it's not too warm that way. I don't think the midges are really out at this height yet, so that's a good thing. Right, just off of the summit now. Nice and easy, but stunning views. You never get fed up of some spots. Yeah. The first time I ever used this tent, those you guys that follow me know this, I went out at my drone, malfunctioned quite badly and tore a hole in my tent, in this tent, which is now fixed, and they did a really good job of it actually, so quite proud of the fix. Brand new tent again. Sent it off for a month and paid 30 quid only. That was it really. Where are we sleeping? Here. Good pitching up here too. Very good grass. Left the door open last time. La la la. Go there. And some guy lines. Thermarest, which is way overkill because it's an R rating of 7, it's for winter guys, but I like it because it's really comfortable, so I use it. We've got a bit of a wobbly table here, or bench shall we say, but yeah. Sun is setting behind me, it's beautiful, and I'm going to stick some water on to boil. Let's talk about our camps we've just done recently, and I'll flash footage up. So feel free to check out the Karur Station camp, which I did solo, which is at one of the most remote stations in Scotland. And it was a fantastic pitch, and I enjoyed it a lot, that one. It was a Corbett just above the station. Not too hard either because it started almost 407 metres high. So, and then I actually did my next video next week, which we're releasing, which is loch skiing, the little lump at loch skiing in Moffat Hills, where the grey mare's tail is. So that's one that's coming out next week. And then after that, I had what did I do after that? I did another camp. Yeah, I did one along the local Solway Coast cliffs of Dumfries and Galloway at Sandy Hills. I was meant to have Moffat Mountains joining me on that one, but I ended up going on my own. And then I did the one last weekend, which was in Glencoe, and it was a beautiful Corbett which I selected, which was like situated kind of like right in the middle of all the Munros, and you could pretty much see Ben Louis, Glencoe Mountains, Ben Starve Mountains, the Ski Slope Mountains. You could see a lot. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, that camp, but very brutal getting up it. You can go up it an easier way, which is a Steve Fallon route. So yeah, check those out, and I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea really, guys. I'm just going to heat up the water. Yeah, that's the good thing about releasing videos out like that and having a premiere list of 2 or 3 going, because it gives me some time sometimes. I've just moved house this week as well. Well, my mum just bought a house, so we just moved house. I've been helping with that, and even if I wouldn't have got out anyway, a hike. Well, I might have, because I had to. I've actually unpacked everything. I unpacked everything yesterday. My room's just pretty cool. So yeah, it's quite cool. So let's talk about the Solway Coast. Now, I'm watching, it's full moon tonight. I'm watching the moon right now. It's stunning. The Solway Coast is beautiful in Dumfries Galloway. I've pretty much done all the spots now. But the least favourite one that I did was the one above Sandy Hills. It was just felt like everyone could see you. That's why. There was no solitude, because all the houses around you, to get north, south, west, east views, yeah. But it turned out to be a good video in the end. A really good video, actually. I enjoyed filming it. Yeah, but my favourite camp out of the 3 that are coming has to be the loch skiing one on my own, because that was just a stunner. The drop-offs down to the loch are just amazing. Like, the views, I know you don't get sunset, but I got a fantastic sunrise. I was so lucky that day. Yeah, so really looking forward to see next weekend's video, which will be really good, and you'll really enjoy that, hopefully. So yeah. I only just found out that the chicken and mushroom pot noodles are actually vegetarian. They probably got all sorts of shit in there, like tofu and that, but shit tofu, not good tofu. It's me pajamas for the night. Hey, Sean, who brought you here? For those of you who know, Sean is the companion that comes out all the solo camps and all the camps in general. I don't know, he's done quite a few Munros, haven't you? Aye. Think I'm crazy or not, but he's my little companion, and he comes out with me all the time. I love him. And you nearly got run over. He nearly got ran over last week on the road, because I dropped him on the road and a car nearly went over him, and I saw it watching in slow motion. I watched it happen in slow motion. I was like, I nearly, if that had happened, I would have. Don't get me started, Sean. I know, don't get me started. That cup of tea is quite strong. I left it in a bit too long. That's fine, I'll be up all night. Pistachio nuts. I've got no bin bag, guys, so I'm kind of just putting it in one of my pockets in my bag and hoping for the best. Now, adding shells to the business, you know, that's not going to be easy. What am I going to do with all this now? I have an idea. I'll put it in my pot noodle. Colours are amazing right now. I don't know if the pictures in the camera that I use are going to do it any justice, but yeah, it's like a rainbow almost. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So it's quite snug in this tent. As you can see, the inner doesn't touch the outer though, so that's a good thing. But you do tend to like rub up against this a little bit, but it's comfy. There's plenty of room out in the porch. Lots of room for your stuff, so it's good. Alrighty. Starlink. Dreams. I've got my H2 L2 Ford Transit Custom van, which I bought for 14 grand, roughly 13 to 14 grand cheaper, a year and a half old, because it had been written off as a Cat S, but it was completely checked over and it was absolutely fine. It's been in now for conversion for quite a while, and the conversion is going to be taking a lot longer than it usually would have because of reasons. I'd given it in 5 weeks ago. I don't even know if it's been started properly yet, but it will be finished. Apparently it will be getting finished for July. It was meant to be June, which is fine. But yeah, I'm having a cold, no, that initially was the plan, and with a bit of help from my dad and my stepdad, both contributing a little bit. I'll owe my stepdad some money back. It's not it's just 200 quid here, 300 quid there. Dad's told me it's my birthday presents for the next 2 years. But it was better getting everything in the van done than having just bits that I have to return to, which would be not the best, because then I have to drive all the way down south, leave the van, which will be my home at that point, but leave it, then have to unload it and leave it for 2 weeks. It would just be too much hassle. So it was worth just spending that extra bit of money for the sake of it all being done. I think the only thing that could be added in future was one more solar panel. I might still do it, to be honest. I don't know yet, but at the moment I'm having one solar panel, two 240 amp batteries, a heating system. So I've got heated water. I've got an indoor shower that's hidden. That doesn't exist when it's not out, which is quite interesting. So it gives me the extra space to roam around. An L-shaped sofa which turns into a bed, and also a work environment. A little kitchen with a micro / air fryer / all that kind of jazz. Induction hub, and yeah, a monitor. I have to buy the monitor, but I have to invest in a new editing laptop. Basically, my PC is going to stay at home for my editing, but I'm going to try and leave that as long as possible, because that's going to cost about 2,300, because they're not cheap.
Also the internet, like Starlink and stuff like that. I'm going to leave all that stuff for as long as possible. So I probably won't be getting that stuff till like the end of the year, because I'll be half moved in July, but then by the end of the year I'll be fully moved in. So I won't really need the internet. I'll just rely on 4G until, you know, it's a lot of money to expend straight after buying the van and paying for the van. So yeah, it's in, and that's the dream revealed. The dream. I might just have it a year and then sell it, and if I do decide to sell it, it'll be worth 15 grandish, probably more. I'm going to ask the guy to give me a quote of what it's worth once he's done it, because it's a brand new van and a brand new conversion. It's not a homemade conversion. I've not done it myself. And yeah, it's a good investment for now, I think. I do want to keep the van, so if it ends up turning out it was for me the way I thought all along, I will keep the van. And yeah, what else can I share? Just some more major trips I hope to be doing this summer. Maybe with a bit more walking distance. Maybe I'm being a bit hopeful. Maybe it might be too soon for more walking distance. But I'll definitely try and get some longer hikes in. With the sack on, not so sure. So yeah. Ah. You're gonna laugh, but I just spent 6 minutes talking to the camera and it wasn't recording. I was basically talking about my gear, that I've got my Rab 700, which is far too warm for the summer, which I've been using now the whole time I've been camping, and my Rab 900. I need to invest in the Western Mountaineering bag that matches this bag, and an Alp kit sleeping bag, 3-season bag that's about this small, and David has one. But it's going to cost me overall about 800 quid for both, and I can't afford that this year. But I might have to go for the Alp kit for this summer, because I really can't be carrying this around, so I might have to try and squeeze out 180 quid or 200 quid or whatnot. Because my bag's still heavy, and the only reason it's still heavy is because my sleeping bag packs to the size. If it wasn't for that, then everything would be like a hiking bag, which is what I need really for this summer. I'm not really usually fussed with the weight. I don't mind weight, honestly, but because of my issues that keep happening with my injuries, I really need to have that weight down as much as I can this year. So yeah, I've got Loch Skene coming up, Sandy Hills coming up, and Glencoe. In fact, the people I went out with for the Glencoe one, which is the furthest away one that's premiered, are out doing Sandy Hills just this night, just gone, the same night I'm out now, as I've seen from social media. Initially I was supposed to do that Sandy Hills one with one of them, but they couldn't make it in the end on the day. They had to cancel, so I still went out. And to be honest, they wouldn't have enjoyed it that day, because it was it was quite windy that night, and it wasn't supposed to be. It was about 30s. And they're not a big fan of camping in winds. And it was actually, for me, it was a good test in the end for my Scarp 1 Ultra, which, by the way, I think I've spoken about or not. I can't remember what video it's in, but I might have said that I've decided, I think that's a video coming, that, yeah, a while away coming now, the Glencoe one, that I've decided to go for an Island Outer, because they've said they'll send me one. I can't get along with the Ultra material, but at the moment, as it stands, I've not done that yet, so I might be going out in it a few more times. We'll see. I'm trying to like it, but I talk about that in that video, so I'll leave that for that video, because I spoke about the material and stuff and my opinions with 4Season and all that and so on. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to share those videos with you guys. And I've probably showed you some B-roll and stuff from them. Be sure to check out career stations from last weekend. It is one of my best edits I've done so far, I think, and I really enjoyed that trip. It was a unique solo trip, and quite a nice one with the Hermit of Scotland being involved and so on, and his portrait, and then, yeah, just the trip in general was interesting. So this is my second time there too, because obviously I did the Munros. But yeah, I've got another Corbett to do, so I might end up going back there. Right, guys. Still haven't decided if I will make a new YouTube channel for that or keep my current one. I just got paid my first 63 quid from YouTube a few weeks ago, and I didn't even realise it came into my account. I didn't even notice until yesterday. So I guess that's a congratulations, Ev. I don't know. It's not a lot of money, is it, really, for all the effort you've put in, but it's something. And I'm happy. I was well buzzing. Setting up the AdSense though was a bit of a tricky one. I did that a few months ago, and yeah, that was quite difficult. I don't even know if I've done it right, to be honest. I think I have. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things lately about van life, and unfortunately, I'm half Greek, right? One of my biggest plans that would have been cheap for me and nice, which this pisses me off big time now, but one of my biggest plans was to try and get 2 months off work next year we're talking, and go to Greece in the summer months and work part-time job and see my family with the van and go to the islands and stuff. My part-time job would be sports massage, because I do that. So it would be delivering on the beaches and stuff, set up outside of the van. But Greece brought this law in January, which I wasn't aware of before buying the van. But that's not why I've bought the van, so I still would have bought it. But you're not allowed to park or stop to even go to a supermarket if it's a camper van or a van. They will fine you if they catch you, or you can be put in prison for 3 months. You have to drive, if you enter Greece and you have a van, you have to drive through the country and out in order to stop. And that is worrying, because I can't do my plans anymore. I can't go to Greece for the van, which absolutely sucks. Big time. Now, I'm not a big fan of Cyprus. I don't mind that. I like Cypriots, don't worry. It might mean I have to go to Cyprus and not see my family, because if the laws are not the same in Cyprus, which I'm sure they probably are, but if they're not, then maybe I can do it in Cyprus instead, which I guess is similar. Definitely wouldn't go to Turkey. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bummer. I'm pretty gutted about that, because I had lots of plans and I wanted to take some of my cousins out in it and that, but they just want to take our freedom away, don't they? It sucks. I wonder how long it'll be until they do that in the UK. That's the worrying part, and I've just bought a van. I might be selling it a lot sooner than I think. A lot sooner, as in a couple of years before they do it, kind of sooner, because then no one will buy it. The thing with my van is too, we won't be able to sell it to abroad, because we're countries where they can, because it's the other side of the road, the other side of the steering wheel's on the other side, isn't it? The other thing for me too is that I'm a Greek citizen, so if I ever in future with my van wanted to be in Greece for like 6 months or even a year, I could have quite easily done it, because I am Greek. That scratches that as well, which kind of sucks. You can't even park on private land. It's stupid. And the reason this is the case is because countries like Germany, Russia and all that are running Greece now, financially, and soon there won't be any cash in the country either. It'll just be card, and it'll be all run by Germany. One of the reasons they've done this law is because they want control of the tourism. So yeah, I can't see that happening anytime soon. People say in 2030 perhaps in the UK, but I can't see it, maybe in England, but I can't see it happening in Scotland, because that would ruin so much of the tourism actually if it did happen. And there's like a vast amount of land in Scotland for it, so I can't really see why they would. I think the sun's starting to rise now behind the cloud. I can kind of see. Yeah.
Aye, cheers guys, I've got my hot chocolate on the go. That's beautiful. Such a stunning morning. Come on, try to zoom in for you, but it's no zooming in. There we go, we've zoomed in. Beautiful. Morning is just stunning. You do certainly get better colours in the winter, for sure. But it's still beautiful. I've just been enjoying my book. Oh, and I've just been organising some stuff because I'm going to pack up soon. I don't know if my microphone's actually on now, but anyway, I'll put it in my pocket. Put it in my pocket. So I'll probably catch us when I'm putting the tent down. I've been reading a couple of things, just spiritual book, obviously. That's the only kind of books I'm reading at the minute. Worth my time. There's chocolate on that. So, oh, it's so warm. Mesh. The zips move very smoothly, I must say. Well, that's me packed up, lethal choice, ready to go. And yeah guys, I'm going to sign out here really on the summit. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that video was short enough for you. And I'll see you in next Sunday's video at Loch Skeen, Greymare's Tail. Again, do check out last week's Career Station video. Quite a good camp that was. And share, comment. I just love replying to the comments. Is what keep me going, guys. And the editing, of course, I love it. And let me know what you think about the thoughts. If you've got any thoughts with the van and stuff, with the channel. Should I make a second channel? Should I just keep it this channel? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I never get bored of this place because the horizon's lovely. Yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out. Bye. Woo! Woo!